T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your friendly Canadian of the North, Mr. Andrew Faubert, and we are live from the Cheap Seats. How are we all doing tonight? It is Sunday, the last day, no, it was the last day, yesterday of July. We are now in August. Usually in Canada, this means this is when it becomes the hottest month of ever. And this is usually when we get into the plus 30s. Lo and behold, we're already dying up here. It's like plus 35 today. It's going to be plus 39 or whatever tomorrow. And the next day after that, it's going to be plus kill me now. It's very hot, very damn humid out here. I don't personally like it. I'm going to have to keep moving north, apparently. It seems to be a reoccurring issue that's now going to happen with global warming or climate change or whatever the heck is happening, or the world just does what it normally does and it just rotates again. And it just makes it so this half doesn't get that hot or that cold. I don't know anymore. Okay, it's scaring me. I don't like it. But tonight, we got some training camp we're going to talk about here. Our good friend Evan Winter is down in Tampa. He's from Nashville, apparently. And he has red hair. And he is burning up. No, he's not burning up. The only thing he is burning up the scene down there. Down at training camp. Giving Bucks Report as much content as he possibly can write out before he passes out of heat exhaustion in a room that he literally, if he stood there naked against the wall, not a single damn person would be able to see him. I swear to God, man, that guy blends into that wall so perfectly. Please don't tell him I told you that, though. But if you watch the show, just laugh to yourself. Be professional when you talk to our man, Mr. Evan Winter, down there. The only person who can make fun of him is me. The people at Loose Cannons, maybe probably a bunch of other people, but I'm the one who likes to do it, obviously, on my show because I actually have good jokes. They're like dad jokes. You laugh 2 days later to yourself. You're like, crap, that was really good, actually. Damn. Yeah, that's the kind of jokes I come up with. So training camp, Madden rankings. Are you fucking kidding me with some of these Madden rankings? We're also going to talk about a possible relocation. What? On the Bills? Relocating? Is that actually a thing? We'll get into that. We're also going to have what we like to call the goulash. And what would you buy for $1? I don't really know what I'm going to call that segment yet. We got some cool stuff coming with that one. Only got a few of those ones, so we'll do the goulash probably last and get those ones going first. But let's get into some training camp stuff here first before we bring in some of the miscreants tonight. Training camp has been a little rough the last couple of days, apparently. Not everybody's clicking. Not everybody's doing their job. Is that really an issue, though? Are we really having, problems with that here, Bucs fans? Are you saying Brady is throwing interceptions and punting the ball 35 to 40 yards and It's so angry all the time, and we can't do anything to impress him. You know what? Fire Bruce Arians. Twitter is a weird place. Okay? I'm kind of glad that my Twitter was down today, so I didn't have to see too much of that. But that was the topic of discussion for the last 2 days. It wasn't necessarily the greatest of training camps. But in my honest opinion, this is the best type of training camp. Do we have to have this conversation every offseason here, ladies and gentlemen? A bad training camp is a good thing. It means that the coaches are bringing in new schemes. Maybe not right off the bat. But some of these guys are trying new things. The starters are coming in and getting the rust shaken off. You think I want Kyle Trask throwing for 5 touchdowns every time he gets the damn ball in training camp? No, it means nothing. The stats are for the coaches at this point. They should not be for us. We are media. The fact that I even get to call myself as media is absolutely laughable here in Canada. They'd be like, Mr. Faubert, you're not media. Like, yeah, but the Americans, they bought me, man. Don't you know? They literally bought me. Be like, no, get out of here. Okay. This is different, ladies and gentlemen. This is a lot different. I'm also putting the StreamYard chat in here because we're going to get the miscreants up here in a bit. This is different. Every damn offseason, I have to continuously tell you, and Colin Cowherd has to tell you, and everybody has to tell you. It just happens. It's getting the rust off. It's new systems coming in. It's new coaching. AQ Shipley is leading some of this coaching, for crying out loud. I don't actually know that. But he is one of the coaches. You think he's going to be able to do that in the offseason after his long-ass hangover? The Buccaneers have been champions for all of 10 seconds, it feels like. This is going to be a reminder that the league is coming. And if you can't deal with what Bruce Arians can put out with in the first 2 weeks, and this isn't at the players, actually. This is more at the fans. If you can't put up with what Bruce Arians is saying, the media is saying, and all the stuff that's getting written right now, man, you are in for a long season. Did you falter when the Saints fans came out at us? You are 0-2, and now you got to meet us in the second round. Did we falter? Nope. When Brady was throwing temper tantrums on the sideline, we had won a couple of games. Did you think we were going to really do anything? Did you really think that we were going to start faltering off after that? No. When we lost to the Bears. Oh, no. We lost to the Chicago Bears. There's people actually brought up stuff in training camp to try and justify things that they said about the loss to Chicago. Are you fucking kidding me? It's training camp. It's training camp. It's going to happen, guys. Let it out. Throw your damn interceptions, Brady. Get them out of the way. I'd rather you throw them there than you throw them to the Aints. Give Winston and Taysom Hill opportunities. Rather you do that than to throw it away to was it Joe Brady, the Carolina Panthers? Start giving them false hopes. Don't even get me started on the Atlanta Falcons. It's training camp. That being said, we've got some players that have actually started doing really, really good in training camp who started to flourish. You know, Darrell Adams, the tight end, probably got another turn. Keyshawn Vaughn. Evan Winters reporting Keyshawn Vaughn has improved a lot over the offseason and is showing it during the first week of Bucs training camp. Right after that in his article, which his article is Bucs training camp, 10 takeaways from day 6. Go check it out in Bucs Report. And if you go to the bottom, it's got all days out there. How convenient is that? You don't get that type of content from me because I'm too lazy. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. North Sports doesn't have that ability just yet. We are getting there. But Bucs Report does. And at the bottom here, right under Keyshawn Vaughn has improved over the last offseason. You got Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones essentially split snaps with the ones during 11-on-11s. Many times, so I got to tell you guys that too. It's going to happen. There's not one for sure starter. It's going to be Rojo for 3 weeks. It's going to be Fournette for 5, and then it'll be Rojo for another 4, and then it'll be Rojo for 2, and then it'll be Fournette for 2, and then it'll be Rojo for 1, and then Fournette for 1, and then Rojo for 1, and then Fournette for 1, and Rojo for 1. It's just how it's going to go. And then Vaughn will start getting in there, and Bernard will start getting in there. Everyone's going to get touches. This isn't a one-man horse. It goes through one man technically, and that's Brady. He is the sheriff of this offense. But it's not just one target that he's going to be targeting all season. He didn't target Gronk all season last year. He looked for him, but he didn't target him all the time. Comfortability started to click in with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. It's happening, guys. Antonio Brown's competitive nature on full display as well. Damn right. I know I've called him out, but he's good. He is good. I am glad that he's on our team and he's not in our division. Brown was fired up after the miscommunication between he and Brady. He was on the sideline shouting and saying things like, I don't waste reps. There was nothing malicious, and Brown was not being malcontent whatsoever. He knows how valuable practice reps are, so he wants to make the most out of every single one, and there's nothing wrong with that, writes Evan Winter. After he vented, he ran back into the huddle and gave his coaches and teammates some dap. It was interesting to see the switch flip like that. A lot of people will say, oh, he tweaks. That's that mentality. That's elite mentality. When you can switch on and off and you're trying to regrasp who you were, got to remember he was a number one. He was an MVP caliber wide receiver. He's a Hall of Famer that keeps getting brought up every single time in these shows. He's a Hall of Famer. He will always remember. He will always remain to be. And that's always going to be embedded in his head. So when he drops this or the reps aren't all there for him, and he starts screaming like this, I agree with Evan here. This is not malicious. This is not being malcontent. This is him wanting to exceed. He wants another ring. This puts him into the category of some of the best out there, especially when he's done with the Bucs and he can go play somewhere else and start actually putting on some yards. The Bucs are expanding their use of pre-snap motion, play action, bunch sets, and more. Which a lot of people thought, are we going to just stick to what we kind of did last year? Yeah, but we're going to get a lot more in depth with that. And right now, we're not going to show too much. Remember, there's a lot of practices that we don't see. That's where you start to see the playbook really get opened up here. And people are like, whoa, when did they practice that? It's not like we go back to look at practice to see when they practice that. They sometimes practice it behind doors. We don't need to see it. Media doesn't need to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to live our playbook out just yet. And by the way, the run defense hasn't lost a step. There was plenty of moments where the front seven just simply stood the offensive lineup and didn't let and create any holes whatsoever. Joe Tryon and Khalil Davis were both getting into the backfield among other defenders. So far, it looks like the Bucs run defense will yet again be one of the league's best 6 days into training camp. Again, don't get too carried away because of how quickly this is and how 6 days into training camp. We don't need to get too carried away with ourselves. But this is still the Super Bowl winning team. Gotta remember that. This is still the Super Bowl winning team. Perfection is not going to go unnoticed by everybody else around the league. If we just look perfect, they know something's missing. If they see us struggling to get better, that's a problem to the rest of them. They don't want to see that. Nobody would want to see that. You think I would want to see the Saints struggling and then all of a sudden getting on a rhythm towards the end of the season? Oh, hell no. Please, for the love of God, don't allow that. Some other people here want to give their pick on this. The Miscreants Abode. Give their take on training camp and a couple of other topics that we have here tonight. Mr. The NFL Show, Mr. Johnny Dean, and Mr. Matt from OK, which at one of the shows, I sat there and I was like, oh, did he grab a Twitter? And then I tried typing that in. It doesn't actually exist. So if you went and made a Twitter, that would work, actually.
I actually did.
Oh, did you make a Twitter?
I don't know how it works, so.
Oh, here we go.
Deceiving right now. I can't seem to figure it all out. But I'm old, and I got to take a little time and grease up those joints and things and whatever.
I love greasing up joints here in Canada, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. Johnny, you're muted, and you need to unmute yourself before I can hear a damn thing that you say, buddy. How you doing tonight?
He's still carrying on.
There you go. How you doing?
What's your Twitter account, Matt? I'll follow you.
It's right there at under my name.
Oh,
No,
okay. I couldn't see because it's so small, and you see these thick-ass glasses I'm wearing?
Johnny, can you
It's
go
not with
check
two
that?
T's, two deuces.
Go check that. Go check that and make sure that is actually him. Because when I checked, Twitter was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, there was a period where
Okay.
I was like half and half. So who knows? I might still be half and half because I had to ask him a question about my old Twitter account that they want the password for that I have no flipping clue what it is. And
Listen, if people ask you for your password, Matt, that's how you get hacked. Okay, I learned that the hard way. You're up in here in Canada. Literally, some dude knocking outside of my igloo. It's like, "Hey, what's your password?" I'm like, "Hey, dude, can you not see that I'm naked here?" And he's like, "Listen, I need your password for Facebook. I'm trying to get a picture of you so I can go put it up. Disney is calling." And I'm like, "Oh, this sounds totally legit. Please take this and my beaver pelts."
that's a lot like the bill I got in an email the other day from McAfee talking about
Pat?
on Friday I was going to get billed $658 for annual subscription to cover 5 accounts on whatever computer. And so I called the bank and said, "Don't take this. I don't want it." And they said, "There's nothing in there that's legitimate. It's all empty in all the spaces where it would normally not be."
Yeah, there's
They want
big
you to fill in the blanks.
capitalized. There's big capitalized Q's within certain words throughout that whole entire email too. Like it's a weird conspiracy thing, man. It's messed up.
Yeah, I looked up the area code. It was kind of a 360.
That's like a little town out here, buddy. I'm sorry. We'll try and figure that out for you. Some of the guys tonight here though, and gals, Adam Padermo Rivera. What's up, Andrew? Thank you for tuning in. Johnny Dean. That's the guy below me. Me too. I despise the heat. Oh man. I have very light skin. It burns very easily. And I'm finding this out because I drive now. Like I just drive a truck. And what I do is I put my arm up and I'm driving. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, this is nice. But damn. Actually, Evans went back up north already.
Yep.
Evan, what?
He left Saturday night. Went back.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Alex Dado, yo, what up, buddy? Bills to Austin won't happen. We'll be getting into that pretty soon here, that's for sure. Shared like STD in a nightclub. Oh, before or after COVID?
No, I'm not even. I don't.
Pound that share button, ladies and gentlemen. Hans Gruber joining us tonight. The bearded Canadian goat is always entertaining. Oh, dude, that's so. Oh my god, Professor Snape just. God, I got such a love for you. You have no idea. We're gonna be talking after the show here, Hans Gruber. I need you to pop on here one of these days. This just in: defense gels faster than offense. If your offense torches the defense early, something is definitely wrong. Haven't we learned about that in training camps way back in the day before Brady?
In high school?
And in high school? Like,
Yeah.
we know this, guys. Unless you're Dallas. Oh, it's a shot at Dallas. We're just taking shots at Dallas already, eh?
Yeah,
Oh man, you got Dak Prescott with a sore wrist, a sore shoulder, and a bad ankle. So yeah, he's ready for us.
Nick Orlando win the day. Most forget where we came from. No, that's true.
That's not true.
Well, no, they're not. They're not going to forget.
No, actually, for the older guys, it's really, really hard to forget where we came from. I mean,
No, that's true. We are so deprived of football that we tend to sensationalize any news. Well, and I agree with that 110%. That is why it also goes to, obviously everything that's gone on with the pandemic. You start throwing out there, hey guys, we literally don't know what the hell these things are flying in the sky and stuff like that. It's like, did you just admit that UFOs are existing? And I look around and no one gives a damn. And I'm like, dude, 5 years ago, we would all be like storming the Capitol right now. Like, what is happening? And the Capitol, I mean, like we'd be storming Ottawa here, being like, give us the proof of the UFOs now. Right now.
Supposed to. And that's what the joke was.
They're
Information they only gave us was garbage.
They're still going to.
Yeah,
they're going to come pick me up
straight from
all
aircraft
documents
carrier
in the
that was
Kennedy
surrounded by the
assassination.
damn things.
No, dude, they're gonna come. I listen. No bias aside, they're coming to pick me up. Okay, I got this like pasty white skin, but the thing is, in the heat, it does really, really good to absorb it, right? Because in the cold, I protrude it out, basically, you know. So the best part about it is they're gonna come after me, so they can go travel like behind planets and hide behind planets where it's all nice and cold, and they're just gonna be like, "I'm so damn warm."
Exactly where do you live there? What's your address?
I'm not telling you my address. You know how many weird like little packages I would get?
In about 10 minutes, dude.
Someone would just, as a joke, would send me a seed. Literally, just as a joke, in a little thing, would send me a seed, and I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with this thing. I don't want to plant this up here." I'd get arrested.
You get them. I've got about 5. Whoops.
Oh,
Dang, it's too early to start that up. My God.
I know, man. I know.
I forgot. The bottom of the barrel. That's different. That's different now. Yep. With Cockerel XL, and you gotta love the Bucks safety depth, right? That's something that we didn't have a couple of years ago. Remember, we were trusting Chris Conte, and we're like, okay, but like, can we go get anybody else? And they're like, no,
They did us a
gonna
favor
go with
by
Chris
getting rid of
Conte.
Ben Grimes.
Did you read that stat I put up about Mike Edwards, dude?
I did. Yeah, Mike Edwards.
He's a
Sir.
ball hawk, man.
Unsung hero. Like me and you talked about that on a show before. I like what he came in. I don't want him traded because he's the perfect caliber. Like, because if you put him as a starter, I don't think you're going to get what he would do. He's one of those guys that will give you that burst of energy when he gets in there. And that's why you get the stats that he gave you last year. And that's why we talk about him.
He's getting an interception every 106 plays right at the moment. And the closest person to him is at 13 interception every 1,300 plays. That's amazing.
Where do you dig that crap up from? My God, who sits down and figures those averages out?
Hey,
Scott Smith.
I was gonna say, there's also people like me too.
Yeah.
Like we just try. We look. I've spent days when I'm like, wait a second, I think this stat might actually work, and I'll spend like 2 or 3 days going through it, and then find one little piece that doesn't match with it, and I'm like, oh, so now that cool stat doesn't work.
Oh man, that's so depressing.
So it's like, okay, 1 in every 9,700 or 970 or whatever it would be. It's like, it's not even cool anymore. No one's ever done it. Okay, 1 in every 973 have done it. Like, man. What was the next one? That dude is a phoenix. Oh, rise from the ashes. Back from ashes to a full-time multi-year contract. Talk about capitalizing on an opportunity. Yes.
Talking about Cockerel there.
Yep, I'm singing his praises. Mr. Big Jess will be solid as a Buck this year and probably a Jet the following. Probably a Jet the following. Interesting. I hope not. If he leaves, it'll be a huge hole to fill.
No, there won't be a huge hole behind. That's a deep class of the rookies that they're bringing in.
No, that is true.
They're looking for spots to keep them at.
Rant. And screw Ken Holland. Here's an astonishing fact for you. The Bucks have one top 10 pick in their quarterback room.
And he doesn't even start.
Yeah, right? Show Tutu off. What did he say? My Tutu.
You said something about Tutu.
Tutu Atwell from Los Angeles Rams. Matt Coulson, Darden and Johnson run great routes. No, they do. That is one reason why I do think they were drafted, is because of their running ability. And Tyler Johnson falling to them was like, what?
That's a gold mine. That kid's got all kinds of up to him.
He's going to be our next Chris Godwin.
Yep. Darden is right there with him, man.
All right, so let's get into since I got you guys in here, we can get into the Madden ratings that were happening.
Oh dear God!
Some of these have just been ridiculous. Let's start with the edging, and we're going to end with the edging because I don't see Shaq fucking Barrett on here whatsoever.
I don't either.
Was that Von Miller still in 93? Yeah, okay. The Bosa brothers, I like what they're doing. Zadarius Smith, underrated. I don't actually mind that. But can we get Chandler Jones or JJ Watt the fudge out of there and at least put Shaq Barrett in there?
How can you have a guy who's chronically injured on a chart that doesn't have somebody who's overperforming?
I agree.
I don't understand it. That just doesn't make any sense. Those what?
I'm good with Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack, but outside of that, man, Cam, give me a break with Cam.
I'm actually okay with the top 3. I actually don't mind TJ Watt being at number 3 at a 94. Only because if you would have told me to rank him what his overall Madden ranking would be, I would have said probably like 93 or 94.
I'm not wrong. I'm not bad with Chandler Jones, actually.
Nick
Bosa
there. I would have put Shaq Barrett in that spot, actually.
I would have put him at number 6, not even because I hate the Saints, but also because fudge the Saints, man. Like, get them out of here.
Where did they end up putting the first Buccaneer on the edges?
I
Because you
think
got 3 Pro Bowler Hall of Famers on that line.
I think Shaq ended up being 12. I don't have all of these properly organized, so I do apologize for that. If I do have the 11 through 20 list, then we will know that. But here's the linebackers. Also kind of pissed off. Levante David at 2. I'm not pissed off at that. I'm just happy he's finally getting the recognition. But where the hell?
Devin White.
Where is Devin White?
They don't want to give the Bucks too many spots.
I don't care. How many Madden OP teams have we actually had? We can finally have this.
I'm not exactly with Levante David. I'm not exactly happy at number 2 spot.
Well, you know who else probably isn't very happy about this at all? The boss man himself, the dude. How we doing tonight, boss man?
Far out, guys. Hey, are we playing that cool game where you get like $10 to make a team?
We will be. Yes, we're just talking Madden right now. And then we got one more subject, and then we got that coming up here. We got a couple of those for tonight.
Andrew.
Okay, so I didn't miss it.
Not yet.
Sorry, go ahead, dude. What's up?
I said, so I didn't miss it?
Nope, you didn't miss it at all. Of course not.
Oh, goody. Now I'm here.
But we want our medal. We want our medal.
Yes, listen. Can I figure out my new work schedule first here, guys? Can we just be happy that I can still consistently do my shows?
After having to suffer with that pop thing or whatever it was last week, no, I got to get that taste out of my face.
Listen, all of you guys came up with really good ones, and I think we can all agree that the best show that we could have made with that $10 roster was a $100 roster was a Led Zeppelin and Queen. Like, can we just get Led Zeppelin and Queen? Can we just get Led Zeppelin and Queen?
They're kind of dynamically opposed, though.
yeah, okay.
I mean, that's not a bad ticket, but
Are we talking about Zeppelin and Queen in their prime with the narcotics that were available in their prime?
Yep.
Yeah, new narcotics are better.
Okay.
Though.
But then you don't put if you don't put Pink Floyd in there, though, then what are you really doing?
No, that's a see now. Yeah, okay.
I can't tell you how many times I went through the cow pastures at midnight, planning on a trip to see Pink Floyd, The Wall at the planetarium laser show.
Andrew had to think about that for a minute. That's amazing.
I was like, where is this going?
Laser shows back in the 80s with anything from peyote to either peyote, microdot to blotter was a beautiful thing, man.
Listen, the prices of things. I saw some of those pictures from 69 Woodstock, and I was like, my dear goodness gracious, what I would give to have been born in like 46. Like, just
you have to remember, though, there's no smell-o-vision for those Woodstock photos or the film.
Yeah,
they're running around in a muddy cow pasture. Dairy cattle.
Yep,
that's gross.
Part of
my mother-in-law is on that photo cover of the book from the book. She's on the photo cover of that.
Nice.
I was conceived at Woodstock.
Oh,
okay.
No, literally, the dates match up and everything.
Yep.
Look at me.
I mean, your hair's getting as long as mine here, dude, or mine's getting as long as yours.
Trust me. I'll send you a picture. My hair is way longer than this picture. Hey, I haven't cut my hair since February before the pandemic.
Oh,
dear God, you must look like hair.
I haven't cut mine in a while either. Even though we were allowed up here, I was just like, nah. I want to see how long the beard and everything else will grow. And now it's gotten to this, and when I showered, it's all like nice and wet. I'm like, oh my God, I look like an almond model. It's so nice.
Dude, you look like one of the. Remember when the San Francisco Giants last won the World Series?
Yeah.
You look like one of the players on that team.
Oh, you saying Bumgarner?
Pretty much, yeah.
I think it's Bumgarner is what you're talking about. Okay, back into some of these Madden rankings. Just so that the boss man sees this one. We were just on the linebackers. We're just talking about some of these guys on here. We're a little ticked off that Devin White is not on. And I believe it was Matt that said, well, they don't want to throw too many Buccaneers on there. And I get it. But the problem is like, who is Deion Jones? Like, who the fudge is Deion Jones? I don't remember Deion Jones.
Seattle.
Is that Seattle? That don't look like no Seattle jersey. That looks like an Atlanta jersey. And you're trying to tell me that some linebacker on Atlanta is better than Devin White? I don't fudging think so.
That's 86 too. That's terrible.
Right?
I mean, Devin White's got to be in the 90s.
Devin White's an 89. Devin White's a no, that's Levante David. Devin White.
Oh, okay.
Is got to be, in my opinion, like an 89 to a 90 because of his speed. Like he's a flipping horse on the flipping field when he's tracking people down. There's no.
I don't agree with that. But then Madden needs to reconsider a lot of stuff.
Devin White and Levante David were discussing this in one of their little Zoom topics that time. And Levante was dogging him about it.
Now, Miles Jack has gotten better, and I do think that's an appropriate one. But there is a couple other people. Like the only two people I would think of are like, I think they still technically classify him as a linebacker, and if not, they should have put him in the edge rushing part here. And that's Josh Allen from Jacksonville, that edge rusher. Like he is still pretty good too. Like he's also getting no love here whatsoever. Like the two dudes, like remember when the Buccaneers were sitting there about to draft Devin White and it took forever? We're like, why haven't we just called it in? Like we know that we're getting Devin White. It's because Josh Allen was still on the board. The Bucs actually sat there and were like, he is a pretty damn good prospect. And then someone came in and was like, you get Devin White, right? Get him now. Don't you think otherwise? Just get him now. Okay, it's a great pick. But Josh Allen, even I was sitting there like, the only reason this has gone past 5 minutes is because we're probably sitting there debating Josh Allen. Or someone's trying to trade up and being like, are you kidding me? Can I have Josh Allen? And that's not the quarterback. We're talking about the edge rusher here. So, and then the next one we got is the top quarterback.
Look at that, Baker Mayfield, number 1.
No, number 11.
That's 11.
I just wanted to start it off from here.
Higher than that.
Just because, little bit, not to say disrespect, but of course they could put Jared Goff as a 77 overall. It's like, oh, you went to the Lions? Yeah, you're no longer in the 80 club. You get out of here.
They put Trevor Lawrence in front of Roethlisberger.
Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown a single pass in the NFL.
You know how Madden likes to do it, though. You know how Madden likes to do it, though. If it's a top-rated prospect, they will put him very, very high. I think Patrick Mahomes was like a 73, 74 when he first came in.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Number 1.
Right. And then I think the top, no, that's the wide receiver. Just give me a second. There you go.
How do you get the guy who shut down the number 1 guy's offense for 6 quarters in a row?
Because
how does that guy come in number 2?
Quarterbacking ability right there, dude. And I understand. I honestly don't see Tom Brady that high with the physical attributes.
No, I agree. I do actually agree with you on that. Nor do I think I do respect the fact that they classify these veterans a little bit higher. Like they're like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson. You all deserve your, mid to high 90s. But the utter disrespect on Josh Allen as well. This is ridiculous. Yeah. 88 overall. He's got the strong arm in here. I get that, but still is.
It's good to see Ryan Tannehill getting a little respect.
Yeah,
agreed.
It is.
Agreed.
And Josh Allen is suffering from the 1 good year, 1 bad year problem, I think.
And
and then there's Samuel L. Jackson down there. You wonder if he dropped an MF with that 90 overall.
It's actually not bad for him coming off of what he was last year or the year before in Madden. Like he was pretty overpowered. Now they've kind of balanced him out a little bit so that if you're playing against Lamar, it's not like how it used to be. Like everybody's just going to be picking up the damn Bucs and the Kansas City Chiefs for any competition games this year for this, just because Lamar Jackson is not his 97 overall. If he was 97, I'd be picking up the Ravens every single time, just because that juking ability would be outstanding. Matt Ryan at 10.
Remember how hard Michael Vick was to start his first year on a Madden game? Like stop him when they put him over the top. It was crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's still remembered as one of the best. It's him, Bo Jackson from the Temco Bowl.
Yeah,
Temco Bowl had Barry Sanders. Man, you could run the world with that.
I was gonna say they also had Barry Sanders.
Then they had Herschel Walker and Tecmo.
Thank you. I'm trying to think of the other Madden overpowered players besides Michael Vick. There was, I think, Donovan McNabb in '99 was pretty overpowered. What's the old Ravens quarterback?
Flacco.
Talking about
not Flacco. No, it was before, like the late '90s quarterback before Dilfer, and he was a Titan for a bit. Or I might have my. Who's
Josh Freeman?
No. Who's the Titan? Name me a Titans
Andrew,
great
what
quarterback.
are you talking about, dude?
I'm trying to think of another great overpowered player in Madden.
The thing is, in that time period, you had quarterbacks in the Titans that had been there.
McNair.
McNair never left. Was McNair in?
What was his rating?
McNair had a very high rating when he was either with the Titans or was he with the Ravens?
No,
you could run over people with McNair.
Yes, he was taken by the Ravens, and then that's when he passed away.
Okay.
Got shot by a girlfriend
because Baltimore. Hey, I do want to shout out to. I do want to shout out to one of the tweets I've seen about Madden that had the most truth ever, and that was Jalen Ramsey from the Chargers saying, I don't really care about the Madden rating. I'm going to do like everybody else and make me 99 when I get the game.
Yep.
There you go. Build your own.
You just edit the player. That's one thing that NBA, you can do that respectively. NHL, you can't do that whatsoever. And that's one disadvantage of NHL. Like that's the reason why they keep making the money.
Canadians.
What's that?
Is it really a disadvantage to the game, or does it make the game more interesting?
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Matt, and then Johnny.
Okay.
I lost the punchline, but I was saying you can't teach everybody to ice skate. That's why you couldn't modify your team.
Well, I mean, maybe in the States. In Canada, it's forced. But Johnny, what were you saying?
I'm in awe of that comment. It's just so I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna speaking of Jalen Ramsey, he is our number 199 overall for the cornerback position. I think this one is actually pretty okay. I actually had to go over and look at some of these guys, though. I was like, wait a second. How the hell is Denzel Ward
Howard that low?
Well, Xavier Howard that low. The fact that he's still in the 90s, I can respect. But James Bradbury, I was like, very, very interesting. Interesting pick. Sorry, give me 1 second here.
Man, Darius Slay has fallen off.
I know. Here's your top safeties. Ron Matthew is your top safety. I would have put Budda Baker personally, and I would have put Jamal Adams a lot higher.
I think Matthew is kind of sliding. I don't think he's that good.
Matthews? Or Matthew?
Tyrann Mathieu, the guy at number 1.
Yeah.
I thought he was having issues with health quite a bit.
Minka Fitzpatrick at 10. Oh, my God, dude. Come on.
Right? Like, they give him no love every year. I should probably apply for one of these jobs. That's how I can get my ass to Tampa.
Well, they modify him through the year, too, though.
Here's your running backs. I'm just going to say this right now. I understand that Christian McCaffrey is everybody's top love this year and this, that, and everything else. The same thing in fantasy and blah, 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 blah. Can the guy get back on the damn field first?
Yeah, he doesn't deserve that.
On it?
Yeah.
He should be below Alvin Kamara. He's
on
the field.
You know what?
A year.
Yeah, put him
Alvin Kamara's kind of the same way. He has health issues too, so I'd put them right there together, right?
Hey, if you were building a real NFL team, though, right, and you had these 10 to choose from, who are you picking?
If I can only have one, if I can have one of these. Man, as much as I want to say Derrick Henry, give me Dalvin Cook.
Really?
Yeah, only because here's the thing. Because Derrick Henry, the ability of him to like grab it for 32 carries a game and just go for it. Dalvin Cook has also been known to do that. Alvin Kamara's games where he can pass catch for 15 or catch 15 catches and like run for 20. Dalvin Cook has also been known to do that. So I would probably take Dalvin Cook in this one.
How about you, Matt?
I'd go for the horse, man. I think Derrick Henry's the best running back right now in the league.
He is. He definitely is. What about you, Johnny?
Same.
What about you, boss?
If he's totally healthy, I'm going to go with the honky Christian McCaffrey for sure. But Derrick Henry is the most imposing running back I've seen since Herschel Walker. Johnny will know this. Johnny or Matt know this. What was the guy whose nickname was the Nigerian Nightmare?
Oh God, I know who you're talking about. He was in Kansas City.
Yeah,
Christian Okoye.
Christian Okoye.
Christian Okoye, right?
And then Earl Campbell. Those running backs there.
Yeah.
They looked for somebody to run over. They're like, oh man, I haven't been hitting 10 yards. Where's somebody at?
Jim Brown.
Derrick Henry reminds you of that style running back, and he's got that overall speed. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, like Earl Campbell.
I don't think he's got 32-inch thighs, though. I don't think he's quite as big as Earl Campbell.
Your tight ends, to wrap it out for your EA's Madden 22 rankings. Travis
You
Kelce
always
is
got to
99.
wrap it up with the tight end.
I would switch 1 and 2 around.
All right.
No, it's good. I was like, you really want me to hit that? I mean, I would. Anyway, tight ends here. Darren Waller at a 93, I get. But the fact that they only got 3 of these guys over a 90 is a little upsetting because I do think that Gronk deserves to be at least an 89 or a 90. Austin Hooper is way too high, in my opinion. He's a blocking tight end that catches some passes here and there. Hunter Henry, sure. I can see that as well. But Mark Andrews not being like a 93 is a little ridiculous, in my opinion. And TJ Hawkinson's going to be like a 99 overall next year.
I'm hoping.
I think Rob Gronkowski probably gets demerits because he's old.
Well, I mean,
but if you took him off the Buccaneers roster, would it have an impact?
They'd have less swag.
Absolutely. It had an impact him being on the roster last year. How many touchdowns did the guy come out with?
Check this out actually quick. Oh, I got you covered. Where is it, David? David said, well, no, I was just looking up Tom Brady's Madden rating in 2002. In 2003, it was a big jump. Yeah, I got them right here for you, buddy. Tom Brady's Madden ratings for his entire career.
Wow.
Right there.
2019 was a 99 in 2018, 12.
Look at all that. He's got a couple of 99s in there. The lowest he was obviously his first 2 years. But if we take those out of the way, the lowest he ever was 84. The first year. 84.
And that's because he was unproven.
Second year, 2002, 51.
Well, no, I was saying if you take the first 2 away. Take the first 2 years
He
out.
was riding the pine at that time.
It was only an 84. So ever since his dominance, the lowest he's technically ever been in his dominance has been a 90 on the Madden.
Yeah, and a 93 and up is going to win anyway.
Yep.
And those are pretty sharp uniforms right there. Let's just say that.
Ah, man.
It is. I like that little silver emblem they got up there on the top corner.
Look at that. Look at like right here.
Super Bowl 55.
Those, no.
No.
Those, yeah.
They look good with that LB on it too.
I know. I got to get me a white one though. People are like, go ahead.
Maybe the alarm clock number jerseys were so eventually we realized we had to wake up and realize how awful they were. I mean, seriously, dude.
It took me about 3 minutes.
I remember. No, listen. I remember first coming on with Bucks Report about a year and a half ago, and one of the first shows I ever got on was like 90% of the cast that was on the show was like, you know what? I actually like the alarm clocks, and I'm like, what? Why do I got to sit here and talk about the alarm clocks for half an hour? Can we get off of this subject because they're gross? Yeah. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Madden talk about the Madden ratings. If you have any questions about it and you're wondering about the Madden ratings, you can go check them out, or you can message Bucks Report and we will send you the Madden ratings for you, possibly.
Andrew, you could totally call that the Madden Report.
See, now this is the reason why I got you and Matt on. I get the goulash from Matt. Now I got the Madden report from you. Look at that go. Look at that. You can see.
That's a hard one to say, though, if you're drunk.
The Madden. Madden is Madden rounds.
And the other one's the $10 thingy.
Yeah.
The $10 thingy.
Yeah, you get some money and you got to build stuff, and it's really addicting.
Yeah, it's easier to say $10 thingy.
So let's get into the last thing before we can get actually into those and into the goulash. We still got some football stuff to talk about. And the last thing to talk about tonight is, are the Buffalo Bills actually leaving? There's no fudging way, right? Wait, what? Well, apparently Austin, Texas has emerged as a possible relocation spot for the Bills amid new Orchard Park Stadium negotiations, per report. The club is proposing $1 billion stadium in Orchard Park funded by taxpayers.
Lots of big money in Austin.
There's a lot of money to be in Austin. There is no state tax in Texas. And it seems that everybody in the world wants to go to Austin. Hell, even my fiance was like, well, Austin sounds kind of nice. And I'm like, oh, don't do that to me.
Dude,
Austin is pretty cool.
It's a cool place to to do the nightclubs and whatnot. I mean, You'll never find a better place to go find some music. But it's a huge mess and it's hot.
Hold up. Are you talking? Because I've had a lot of people here in Canada tell me that as much as I hate the Saints, the one place in the world that I need to go check out is New Orleans because of the music.
No,
you can go to Beale Street.
Austin.
You definitely need to be vaccinated if you're going to New Orleans in the French Quarter, dude.
You need to have a Kevlar vest.
You need Neosporin, Valtrex, what's that stuff? Heartburn, indigestion, diarrhea.
Oh, Pepto-Bismol.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, hey, can we point out though that it was like 5 years ago that John Bon Jovi was buying the Bills and going to take them to Canada, right?
Yep.
Remember that? So,
I do.
Hey, Buffalo, I call BS. But anyway, go ahead.
So do I, but we just talking about a city at the moment. And
how are you going to take a team from the Great Lakes snow area and move them to Texas? That's crazy.
Well, your players come from all over, man. That has no bearing on it whatsoever.
The good news is those that would definitely piss off Jerry Jones even more.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Could you imagine?
He fought hammer and tong now for Houston to get a team back.
Let's just say this for a second. Let's just say, like, right now, next year, like this whole season plays out, and then next year, the current roster of the Buffalo Bills is relocated to Austin, and they're just called the Austin Bills for, say, 5 years until they get a brand new name or whatever. You damn right Jerry Jones is going to be pissed. Josh Allen's going to tear up Texas. He's going to be loved by all. Everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, I'm going to take this team because, man, fuck the Cowboys. It's going to be great.
I just can't see Buffalo letting the team go.
There is a great benefit to the league if that ever happened. Not that I'm saying that it's going to happen. I doubt it because every team pulls this whole I'm going to move if you don't pay me thing.
Everybody was going to go to Baltimore for a while. Remember? Yeah. Everybody. Yep. They were all moving to Baltimore.
But there is a great benefit to the league if that happened because then they could start the relocations and start expansions.
Well, it is 32 teams in the league, right?
Right.
Everybody around the NFL, like MLB, NBA, and even NHL, have been trying to get to the 32 mark because it just financially does make sense when, you are all financially making it work. The NBA is probably going to get to 32 within the next 3 to 5 years. I've been hearing talks about Kansas City actually getting a team. I've been hearing Pittsburgh getting a team. Well, yeah. I've heard Buffalo might be getting a team again too. Because they want to build a park actually for the Bills downtown as well. Right. Going into that quickly here, the news comes as the Bills ownership put forward an initial $1.5 billion proposal for a new stadium in Orchard Park that is entirely taxpayer funded, according to the Buffalo News. Part of that proposal would also help fund renovations for the Buffalo Sabres Arena in downtown Buffalo, which is also owned by Pagula Sports and Entertainment. The proposal states that this new stadium in Orchard Park would be a county-owned facility and would be built directly next to the team's existing stadium, so there would be no need for a temporary relocation. However, the idea of such a payment system would reportedly be a non-starter for local officials. So it seems like if they did want to do this, like they obviously owners would have to put it, a lot of money forward because it doesn't sound like it's going to get it very much done here. So
I don't.
You know how much is that stadium going to cost?
$1.5 billion.
You know how many tables you can buy and break with $1.5 billion, Bills Mafia?
Right. Well, not only that.
That's a lot of PBR.
Now, not only that, they talked about, remember the SoFi Stadium when it was getting built? A lot of people were like, I'm not paying for this. There's a lot of people said it better only be $2.5 billion. That was the cost. Actually, at first it was $2 billion. Then it went to 2.5 when the initial thing got launched. And quickly they realized if you're trying to host two teams and you're trying to make it really fancy, and all of a sudden you want to have a really awkward but really cool, fancy designed TV so everybody can see from every angle, it's going to cost you a lot of damn money. So, yeah, it cost about $5 billion when it was all said and done. And even Minnesota's stadium, which is really gorgeous and killing a lot of birds because they don't know where to fly. They just see the reflection 2 seconds later, and they're like, and they slide down for like 3 days. Buffalo's.
That sounds like a Die Hard movie or something, dude.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Buffalo's
where's
gonna
Hans
have
Gruber at?
Yeah, right, Hans, we need you. Buffalo's going to have a hard time making this work downtown for them. The other side of it, though, Tampa Bay. There is talks right now that the Rays aren't going to necessarily go anywhere because of the winning culture that's going around. And they're like, if we can start going around and do this in baseball and we can at least make it profitable and stop being dumb about some of the decisions that we've made, then we can really keep the team here. Brady effect, sure. But also at the same time, other cities have had this before. San Francisco had it in the past. Los Angeles has recently had this as well. Chicago, New York, different times of different generations. Tampa Bay is now starting to become that. They don't want to lose their baseball team. And Buffalo, I'm not saying it's going to take a Stanley Cup because you're definitely not close to that. And I'm not saying it's going to take a Super Bowl, but obviously a Super Bowl would really help your chances of staying there because if you have that fan base park outside of your stadium for a playoff game to go to the damn Super Bowl, think of the good old 90s here. Except we don't want you to lose. I would want them to win this time, except if they're playing the Bucks. Then I want you to get spanked 54-0 5 years in a row that you got there and you lost. But other than that, I would hope that they would do good. So I don't want them to go. It would make one thing pretty cool, though, that I did see online. Buffalo goes to Austin. The league itself be forced to do some relocations of their own and switch up the divisions again. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Austin and St. Louis have been talked about as going to be getting a team anyway. So that would just push the buttons forward there.
It would push it.
I don't see Jerry Jones letting Austin in. I think he would sell his.
Jerry Jones is one owner among 31 others, man.
He's not just one owner. He's
God. Now find yourself right in the middle there. Find yourself right in the middle. He is now second God only to Kraft. Yes, he still has control about say some of the old timer stuff, but Kraft has got that new money, right?
Yeah,
and he's got
Kraft Kraft is AFC.
Yep.
He let Buffalo go.
Yep.
But Jerry Jones is the one that's going to be dynamically impacted because of the proximity.
But Jerry Jones is also, and I hate to say this, is not necessarily going to be around for that much longer. He's going to go up to his kid.
I would love it if Mark Cuban got a team and put it in Austin, Texas.
Mark Cuban's whack.
That would be
he's perfect. He's perfect. I would agree. He is perfect for Austin. I'm not gonna lie. He would seem pretty appropriate.
Did you see him doing the stunts that he pulls in the NBA, doing that in the NFL?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't really care. I would enjoy watching the train wreck.
That's what it would be. Roselle would have a fit. Not Roselle. Whoever. What the heck?
Did you just say Roselle?
Ladies and gentlemen,
commissioner right after Jim Thorpe.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any thoughts on the whole Buffalo Bill relocation thing. Drop it into the comments. If they do have to relocate, do you think it's basically a foregone conclusion that they're going to Austin?
What's going to happen more often, most likely? Buffalo to Austin or CFL merge with a XFL? Go.
I think Buffalo to St. Louis really makes more sense to me.
I'm not going to lie. You're going to be surprised. At this point, I think Buffalo going to Austin sounds about more legit.
Oh, I was giving you a line to have a good just blow up there.
No. You know what I want? What you actually had me excited for is because I kid you, I'm not even going to lie. You all are going to have to check my pulse. If one day we all wake up and just go to Twitter like we're all sipping on our morning coffees, the NFL makes an expansion agreement with 2 teams and they like say coming in 2 days and everyone gets all excited like, oh, cool. We're getting expanded 2 teams. I wonder how this is going to go. And everybody does their little predictions. Like I would stay up for 2 days and make my predictions. And they go 1 team in the expansion, like Buffalo stays, and they go Austin, Texas gets an expansion, and Jerry Jones is like 49.9% owner. You'd be like, I can see that, but okay. What's it?
Give me that laugh again, dude.
I'd be like, all right, give me this other team, and then all of a sudden, if they open the curtain and it says Toronto, Canada, I would die. I would be sell the house. This little safe I have right in front of me, open it up, sell the comics and all the other contents that are within it, and we're moving to Toronto. I am now working for that team. I love my Buccaneers, but right after the Buccaneers, it's go whatever, Toronto Huskies, Toronto RCMP, Toronto
Little
Melting Pot, Toronto Blizzard, Toronto Terabyte, Toronto Blizzard, Toronto Don't Swim in Our Lakes, Toronto... I don't care.
Hypo in your foot?
No, dude, it'd be better. Don't even name it Toronto. Just go like it's Canada something. It'd be like Canada blank.
Why do you keep dreaming about that? Wasn't it your country that said no American teams up here?
No,
the name should be Toronto AFC, American Football Club.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah.
And then put them in the NFC just to mess things up.
No, don't do that. It'd be like the old time when the Red Wings old division, when it's like, why do I got to fly to Chicago and then St. Louis and then down to Nashville and then all the way over here? It's like, what the hell is going on? I don't want this.
That's what happened to Atlanta back in the day. They had to go.
The Thrashers, the good old Thrashers.
Remember the Madden bus days when he'd have to go from Tampa to Los Angeles?
Oh yeah,
that's why he retired.
Yeah.
I tell you what, brother. All right, gonna get back to the comments here. Where was it here? That wide receiver room is loaded. Yes, with Freeman to the Taints, Peyton is showing his cards. New Orleans will be running the ball much more than previous years. I actually do agree with that.
I think we all were in agreement with that about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, weren't we?
Yeah. I heard Brady wasn't happy with our offensive line or the receivers today.
Yep.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was happy with himself either there, though, buddy, either.
No, that wasn't today, was it? That was like 2 days ago?
That was today.
No, Saturday.
Was it today?
Or sorry, my apologies. Friday and Saturday there. Right. Or Thursday.
Friday was good.
Saturday they had a good day.
Yeah. Respectively.
Even Bruce Arians said that they're practicing hard. They're out there giving it their all physically, but they have no sense. They're not making any sense. They're not thinking. So we need to be smart.
Shaq Barrett isn't on there because he didn't have Vita Vea next to him all year. Vita Vea is good though. Screw that.
You heard about Vita Vea chasing Ronald Jones down 20 yards down the field and tackling?
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine that much of a man catching you at that distance and hitting you? Can you just think that through? That's like 300 pounds coming at you at 40 miles an hour,
buddy.
And that's like getting hit by a truck.
That's like looking at some of these spikes here at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics here. Volleyball, got Canada playing Spain right now. And I just watched a woman take one of the balls to the fucking dome, dude. And her eye is blacker than the dark side of the moon. Like she out cold. It's awesome. This Tokyo 2020 Olympics, Japan 2020, man, is quite awesome.
I heard Tom Brady was going to go over there and fill in for Simone Biles. He can do nothing wrong. He's going to get us a gold.
Oh, yeah. And then when he comes back and he's got the twisties and stuff like that, then all of a sudden everybody's going to be like, why would you do that for your country? And then the argument goes right back into the conversation of why didn't you? Never mind. Screw the shrooms were the best. You're damn right they were. Let me S physical attributes or rings. Shiny rings.
Okay.
I was just looking up Tom Brady's Madden. Oh, yeah, we got to that. Yeah. Christian Okoye. Yep. Hey, guys, Christopher Cole. Thank you for joining in, buddy. Bills at going nowhere. I agree. If the NFL expands, Austin and St. Louis will get teams.
They need to put one in St. Louis.
They do need to. I think so, yeah. Austin really ain't a great place to raise a family. I know people that live there, and they're either moved out or moving. The crime, is on the rise. Human trafficking,
I love Austin, man. Austin's an awesome place.
Do you, Vegas, or the people that do the betting get involved in the stadium being built if they're going to allow betting and stadiums? I think I kind of know what you're talking about there.
Vegas.
Birds are disgusting and should be frozen and sent to Richard Gere.
Oh dear God!
Yeah, they should go to Canas. I mean, the Chiefs' sons, anyways. A team named after a buffalo should be located in Wyoming or some other godforsaken place like that. What's wrong with Wyoming?
What is wrong with Wyoming? No doubt.
Montana and North and South
Wyoming.
Dakota.
Awesome place.
West Virginia.
Cody, Wyoming. That's a hell of a
where Matt Colson lives, like West Virginia.
I'm not in West Virginia. Good Lord.
He doesn't really understand geography.
No, I do. There's no good song out there that's all hillbilly that says Oklahoma. So I just say West
There's
Virginia.
one called Tulsa Time, which is pretty good.
I only know one Oklahoma song. And I don't even know that one.
I also wanted to say like the Alabama, Arkansas. I do love my sister, like that one too.
Oh
No, okay, yeah, they should go to Canas. Yeah, you said that one. You said that one a couple of times. Damn this speak and spell, because when I go back and read it, it makes me sound stupid. David Mosier, I wasn't gonna call you out. I figured like eventually. I've had people say that before. They're like, "Listen, I was listening to your show while I was driving home. Did the speak and spell to the phone. All of a sudden, it's saying everything. I was like, what in the hell? I am so sorry, Andrew." I'm like, no, it's good. It's fine. Don't ever worry about that. I'm watching the Olympics, and this girl just won the race by diving forward and sticking her hand out. I didn't know that was legal. I didn't know that was legal either.
As long as you cross the line,
yeah,
it just doesn't really matter.
I also just saw some girl, like she literally just grazed the net, and they were like, no!
In the volleyball?
You're out. It's like, yeah. Like, okay.
Can't touch the net, man.
All right.
I was wondering what he was talking out there for a minute. I'm glad you interpreted that, Matt.
The dude has been waiting for so long.
Woohoo!
So we're going to get into the I'll buy that for $1.
Who here has actually seen Benny Hill?
I have.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of its bits.
I thought it was from Total Recall.
No.
Listen,
it might be from that too.
I totally forgot. Me and Kim were doing trivia. Like there was trivia on the TV or stuff like that. And the whole thing where it was like, what movie is this from? And it's like, I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do, freak out and all that, right?
Oh my God, you do that so well, man. I can see the movie in my head.
Half-baked.
And so that's the thing. I said half-baked. It's Jerry Maguire. And I'm like, but it's half-baked. It's a bullshit. Anyways, here's just a quick one. And this is just kind of going into, because Johnny had his fantasy football draft today, which I think I killed.
I don't.
Man, you guys left me so many options at quarterbacks at the end of that draft. It was ridiculous.
It took me half the draft to get my damn Q working, man.
Yeah, so good. So there's just this quick one. Pick your fantasy team. Team A, Josh Allen, Kamara, Mixon, and Robinson. Team B is Murray, McCaffrey, Eckler, and Jefferson. Team C is Mahomes, Cook, Gibson, and McLaurin. And Team D is Jackson, Henry, Dobbins, and Brown. There is technically only 2 real answers in this. and then you can choose between those two.
I
Team,
already got
team
mine.
C.
So the dude says Team C. Okay.
He's taking the quarterback. I'm liking D for Henry and Jackson.
Team D. Okay.
Team D.
Team D. All of you technically would have a problem at some point, especially with Team D, because there's 2 weeks now where you can have no Henry and no AJ Brown, and another week where you have no Lamar and no J.K. Dobbins.
We got to let you win sometime.
Wouldn't necessarily just be me. It would be the people that you're playing against to win some money here, Matt.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why I
you
don't
didn't
do
tell yours.
fantasy football. I don't
I'm guessing
understand
you're
it.
Team B, right?
I am Team B, yes. I would
Yeah,
definitely be
that's awesome.
taking Team B.
You got McCafferty sitting on the sideline for 12 games out of 16.
Don't matter. I'll still Kyler Murray.
Jefferson and Eckler, man. I don't care.
Yeah,
You take
and
Jefferson
Kyler-
and Eckler, they're going to get you some money.
Kyler acts as half of a running back anyway with some of the points that he gets. It's awesome.
He's not supposed to, though. He's going to have to stop toning that down.
No, I want him to scramble. I want it to be like.
Then you'll have a career for 5 years and be done.
Well, I
You'll
mean,
be
Michael
blowed up
Vick.
and
Fancy points
calcified.
with it, damn right.
All right, here's another one, guys. You ready for this one? Let's go with this one first. Let's get the worst one. So you have $15.
Oh, God.
I need you to build a starting defense. On your right is your safeties. Second from the right is your cornerbacks. Then you got your linebackers and your edge rushers.
Why can't we see all that?
So one from each group.
One from each group at least, yes. And you can have doubles if you would like. This is the only one that doesn't have like a major set of rules. The other two do have set of rules. So
I don't even know these guys by name until I don't know the numbers.
to give you some of them, Myles Garrett is the top. We'll go from the left down. Myles Garrett, that would be TJ Watt, Khalil Mack, Chandler Jones, Bosa at the bottom there. And then for
Can't believe he's at the
linebackers,
bottom.
you got Wright, you got Wagner, you got Leonard, you got David, and then you got Kendricks, I believe that is. And then for corners, you got Ramsey, Gilmore. That would be Alexander, and then Howard. And because he's a Bill, that would be White, Tre'Davious White. And then for safeties, that would be Harrison. Then it would be Minka Fitzpatrick, Tyrann Mathieu, the guy that we passed up on, Derwin James, and then Harrison Smith.
I got mine.
What do you got, boss?
I got Ramsey. I assume underneath Jalen Ramsey, that's Stephon Gilmore.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's 9, right?
Yep.
Then I got Khalil Mack, 52.
Yep.
Okay, that leaves you with 3, correct?
$3. Yeah.
All right, and then what do I need left? I need
You need a safety and a linebacker, my friend.
I'll take Levante David and the gentleman right below him, right? No.
Smith from Minnesota.
Yeah.
There you go. I actually like that one. I was like, your corners are solid, and Smith can just come down and hit people like a ridiculous animal. Khalil Mack off the side and Levante to be your linebacker. I don't really know if you can actually get better than that one. That's a pretty darn good one. What do you got, Johnny?
The $2 list all the way across.
That would be Chandler Jones, Levante David, Xavier Howard, and Derwin James.
Okay. That's 8. Give me Bosa.
At 9. Okay.
No. Crap. Not that I'm out of fucking. Oops.
Oh, Johnny. That's
It's one of those.
one and a half for you tonight, technically.
Man, I don't see anybody else I really want. Give me where am I at? 9?
You're at 9, so you got $6 left. You would technically need one more corner or safety if you wanted to, but you do have your starting team, so you can just get a sub in there or.
Give me all right, 9. Give me oh my God. Give me
Throw me a
Khalil.
freaking bone here.
Give me a break.
Give me Khalil.
Okay.
And what do I got now? 3 left?
Yeah. Might as well just give you the whole bottom row then,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, just 3 left. That's it.
There it is. The whole bottom row of the dollar. The whole.
I got 2 teams with that $15.
The whole second row and Khalil Mack. It's actually not bad, but Mac Hollison.
I'm going to take that 54 on the top row just because he looks like a badass. I don't know who that is.
Bobby Wagner is a badass.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I knew that.
54 on the $2 row is better.
So the $5 there, I got 32 on the corner, Matthew.
Yep.
And that's 3.
That's $8.
Okay, so I got 7 left, right?
Yes.
And I need the 2 in the middle. Give me Devin White for 2.
Levante David, but yeah.
Or Levante David, I'm sorry, the Buccaneer guy. And that's officially 10, so I have $5 left. Give me that number 20 up there on the top row.
Yeah, buddy. Jalen Ramsey. Give me that shutdown.
Now we got it all figured out.
I agree with Jalen Ramsey. Just give me Jalen Ramsey right off the bat. This one I'm gonna go a little off of the board, I guess you would say, on this too. I'll take a Bosa because I have to. Technically, there's $6, but you give me Levante David and you give me Darius Leonard in the middle, and you might as well take anything within 20 yards completely gone. Like, it's just gone. We lost Johnny, but he'll be right back. Consider everything gone there. And I still, at that point, have a few dollars left. Welcome back, Johnny. So that would be, hold on, so 5, 6, so 11. So I got $4 left. Give me Xavier Howard across Jalen Ramsey. And I think I technically need a safety. Then I would have $2. So, yeah, give me Derwin James. Just because I would like to see what it would have been like to have him on my team at one point. David Mosher says Ramsey, Mack, David, James, and everybody in the dollar row except the linebacker from Minnesota. That'd actually be an interesting one, too. Good corner bench. All right, let's get into the better ones here that I got for y'all. You have $15. Build your squad for this year. This one is just literally build your squad. Obviously, you can't just have 4 running backs. We're going to top that at 2. We're going to top the wide receivers at 3, and we're going to top the tight ends at 2, and you can only have 1 quarterback, obviously.
You're trying to force people into something. I see what you're doing here.
I see what you're doing, Mr. Gingy. I know the game that you play, Mr. Faubert. I'll get you, my pretty. Your little dog, too. See, I love how everyone gets into these ones. Like, even when Rick was on here, like, I saw him put his arms down and he was just like,
I've got mine figured out.
Like, damn it. And just the more and more that people will get on to see these, because we are going to build our own. Once I know how to build my own properly, or, I send a bunch to get built by Rick, we will have some homemade ones. These are still ones that I found off of the internet. Okay, someone said that they got one?
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you got?
$2 row. Okay.
Just give me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh yeah, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so 8. So you got $7 left.
Okay. Give me Barkley.
Okay. So you got $4 left.
Hopkins.
Ooh, and Hopkins. You're high on Hopkins, aren't you? I saw that in the fantasy draft today too. I appreciate that, you being high on Hopkins.
That wasn't me. I didn't get him. No,
that wasn't you. That was somebody else. They were very high on Hopkins at a certain point, and I was like, "Oh, you just letting people fall into my lap." Dude, do you got yours, dude?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my going with the original of 1 from each position here. So I'm gonna go Brady.
Okay.
McCaffrey.
Okay. So it's 8.
And all right. Devontae Adams.
13.
And then you'd have to get what? Henderson and Gesicki.
Henderson and Gesicki. That's an interesting combination. I don't mind that.
I'm
actually
going with Brady and Devontae as and McCaffrey as like what 65% of the offense.
You right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not bad at all. Matt, Matt, do you want to go?
Yeah, I got one.
What do you got, buddy?
I'm gonna take Tom.
Yeah.
$3.
Yeah.
Barkley,
Okay.
Godwin,
Yeah.
Kelsey, or Kels, I guess is what we should be calling him now.
Chelsea.
13. Yeah. Okay.
Beckham,
Okay.
and that leaves me $1 to buy a hot dog. Or I could just take Henderson just because.
I was like, listen, you can have Baker Mayfield or a hot dog, and it's just like
you can't have two quarterbacks. She said.
No, I know, but it's just. But you can have Baker
That's
Mayfield.
the only thing that helped me up. I was going to take Mayfield.
I'm going to eat Baker Mayfield. Steven Glasker, I'm going to need you to tell me your team right now.
What?
Right now.
Okay.
First of all, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Do you see what's currently on the screen right now?
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Hold on a second.
Not a problem. We are actually just building our teams. I will give you a second. No,
Time's up.
I'll give you a second to figure out yours. I do have mine. I also agree. I am going to go Brady at $3. I'm going to go with Swift to make it 5. I am going to go with Ridley and Devontae Adams. So I only have $2 left. No, that's more. I got Brady and then Swift. So there's 5. Adams puts me at 7. Yeah. So then I got 13. So then I only have 2 left. So I want also I would love to have a 2 tight end set, but that's not going to work. So give me just the 1 running back, but give me Gesicki and give me Odell as well. So I got Odell, Ridley, and Devontae Adams for Brady to just have fun with.
Hey, side note, did anybody see Odell Beckham's new teeth? It was on Twitter today.
No, I did not.
No, I didn't see that.
He got his molars are basically diamonds now.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, it's on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter today.
Hold on.
Moser's got a point here.
I know. I was going to say, Steven, are you actually rolling your eyes at David Mosier's comment where he says, well, this is not fair for Steven at all because you ain't got his favorite quarterback on there for him to pick in Ryan Fitzmagic.
We're sorry.
You can substitute Mayfield for Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield for Ryan.
And we're doing that. I'm taking Fitzmagic because that taco meat's beautiful.
He just quit. He's like, oh, y'all.
Steven's like, listen, if I got to listen to this, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's shaking his head.
Hey, look, put me on camera. Just put me on camera.
I got you.
Rant.
Wait, hold up.
Get rid of that.
Dad. Leave that. No, that was better.
David Moser. You suck ass. You hear me?
That was a
I love you. From the bottom of my heart, though, kiss my ass.
I kind of felt that.
I would like to apologize that this is not a place for people to have therapy moments. This is literally for my own therapy, and I appreciate Keith for allowing me to influence my therapy on live, but that is only for me. No, I'm just kidding.
I just appreciate that World Series championship there, Mr. Baumgartner.
Whoa. Back that up, man. Look at Matt's picture. I just saw that.
I'm trying to I need to get a drink, so
They call him Baby Arm Colson.
Do you know what that baby looks like? That looks like a baby version of the dude from Princess Bride. It's inconceivable.
Yes,
exactly who it is.
Wow! It's inconceivable. Wow!
That's exactly what it was like.
All right, guys. The last one of the I'll buy that for $1. Nope, not that one. I screwed that up.
Stevens yet? We were messing.
Oh, that's right. My apologies.
Okay.
Nope. My apologies, Steven. I screwed up, and now I'm leaving.
Okay. Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Like Brady, Godwin. I want Kittle. That's where I'm at now.
Brady, Godwin, and Kittle. So you got 3, 6, 8. So you got $7 left.
I want Hopkins.
Okay, so you got $3 left.
Oh man, $3. I will take. Do I even have a running back yet? No, I don't. I'll take. Oh shit. Let me have.
He's been listening to me.
Yeah, let me have Barkley.
Nice. I like that.
$3.
I like that.
And I win.
Should do one in metrics.
David Mosier also said, well, he was a lot nicer than me than I thought he was going to be. Don't worry, David.
This
That's
is not
also
my show, David. This is not my show. If it was my show, bruh.
Listen,
hey, but
listen.
Can you deny Fitzpatrick's taco meat? Seriously?
Why are you talking to me about Fitzpatrick? Why?
Listen, and you say, well, that was a lot nicer than I thought he was going to be. Listen, that's also what she said. So
it beckons you.
I don't know why dude's talking to me about
feel the luxury.
I know. I'm gonna try and get it back on the good side here for you with the last one of I'll buy that for $1. This one right here. You got to build your team. You got to select one quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 O-line.
Oh,
that's
man.
right. The O-lines that you guys see down there are the 60s O-line of the Packers, the 80s to also early 90s of the Washington football team's O-line, the 90s O-line of the Dallas Cowboys, or the 70s line of the Raiders. Some of the other quarterbacks that we have up there is also Brady, Montana, Marino, and Manning. Running backs are Sanders, Martin, Peyton, and Smith. Wide receivers are Owens, Moss, Rice, and Fitzgerald. We also have tight ends in Sharp, Winslow, Gonzalez, and Gates.
It's unlimited. There's no money?
There's no money.
You just
I got it, dude. I'm ready.
Yeah, buddy. You go right ahead.
I got Brady, Sanders, Moss, Winslow, 90s Dallas O-line.
You got to give me one more wide receiver there, boss.
Oh, Jerry Rice.
There you go. There you go. That's a great. You said the 90s Cowboys O-line?
Yes.
That's a damn good team.
I'm ready too.
With Barry Sanders?
Right?
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Go ahead.
I'll take everything dude said, except instead of Winslow, I want Gonzalez.
Okay, so start over. Go again. Start right from the beginning.
Brady.
Yep.
I want Brady. Sanders.
Yep.
Moss and Rice.
Okay.
Gonzalez and the 90s O-line for the Cowboys.
Damn. Okay, well, I'll just throw mine in here because as much as I love Brady and I love Montana, give me Peyton, and then give me Peyton. Give me Manning, and then give me Peyton. Then give me Moss. Yeah. Give me Moss and give me Rice. Give me Gonzalez and give me that 80s / early 90s O-line of that Washington football team. I really do love that. Damn O-line.
The Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Okay, it's my turn. I got this.
Yeah, buddy. I was going to say it's between you and Matt now.
Marino.
Ooh.
Peyton.
Mano.
Rice, Owens.
Rice
Gonzalez.
and Owens. Ooh, okay.
And the Hogs. You can't beat the Hogs, man. Go with the Washington O-line.
Yes, sir.
The Rice and Owens, Johnny, the Rice and Owens combo would be sweet.
That would be. Now I'm like.
That would be sweet.
I think because we're all like, well, Moss and Rice. That's awesome. But then you look at it and you're like, okay, damn. But Rice and Owens would be.
And Owens was actually better than Rice.
I just wanted to give Marino a good team for a change.
I mean, you guys might, no joke. You guys might disagree, but Owens was actually better than Rice. And Marino, his heyday was ridiculous.
You're lucky it's frowned upon to just take you off my show for that slander.
Owens was better than not better than Rice. I'm sorry, not better than Rice. I apologize. Owens was better than Moss.
Okay. I actually can
caught
agree
myself. I apologize.
No, not a problem.
Owens was better than Moss.
Because I still, when I have this conversation with anybody, just throwing this in there, there's only one player that I've ever said that no matter what, when you talk about their position and how well rounded that whole position can be played in the NFL, the only person that played to every skill set of that position, and this is just my opinion, of course, was Jerry Rice. The man was a speedster.
Absolutely.
The man was
Absolutely.
a possession wide receiver. The man was like what, 6'1", 6'2", and
Yeah,
he jumped like he was 7 foot. So
he
Hey,
ran
but
the
let's
route
not
tree
forget-
better than any player ever. I'm sorry, dude. Go on.
go ahead.
No, by all means. But let's not forget that Johnny Dean has 9 kids.
Bro, Johnny, you got to tell me your magic elixir or whatever you said to these women, bro, because no one's ever told you no. And
How are none of them in the NFL? Is any of them in the NFL? Is that why you love Jamel Dean so much? Is he your son?
Oh. He's not even going to respond.
Yeah, no, he's just like,
You know what?
Canadian.
I just realized Johnny is the living embodiment of Captain Kirk.
Yeah,
Yes,
and he's big mad that Phillip Rivers isn't on this list.
They have something in common.
How many kids? Wait, hold on. No, honest question. How many kids does Phillip Rivers have?
7.
7?
Johnny
But
has.
that's nothing. Sean Kemp mocks Johnny Dean.
Well,
Yes.
that's. I was going
Sean
to make
Kemp
such
is going for a state, one in every state, bro.
You can't set me up for jokes that I'm not technically allowed to make on these live shows. I got to catch myself before I start making those jokes, man. Damn.
Johnny
I
is the man.
bet Sean Kemp wishes he caught himself a couple of times too, bro.
Well, I mean, he's easy. He caught himself a couple of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Have you seen him lately?
Well, no, because
you can if you go to like the cemetery.
No, I'm saying no. I mean the pictures of him. The latest pictures of him. He's bigger than Shaq as far as fat and wide, dude. It was like weird because he was tall and lanky and skinny when he played.
Sean Kemp. Yeah.
That was all like
Sean
Coke.
Kemp, yeah.
Coke.
I thought you meant Eazy-E.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought he meant for a second too, and then I was like, oh no, he meant Sean Kemp.
He's at the
No,
cemetery.
Easy E. Yeah,
He's resting easy.
that wasn't easy.
No, that was not easy. It went in easy. Did not.
No.
Anyways,
You
Johnny,
get you unexpected.
Johnny, you got to tell us your team before we get into the last bit, which is called the Gouda.
I know
They're
his
his
team.
kids.
The Niners.
Tell you my team.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. I thought it was Matt. My apologies. Matt.
That's his fantasy team name, the Niner Deans.
All right, Matt, you give us your team.
All right. Well, I got Peyton Manning, just to be different.
Yeah, see? Me and you. We got
Barry.
Peyton. Okay.
Barry is the best in my world.
Hell
on
yeah.
that list. And then I had, before all you guys started picking them, I put down Moss and Owens. And
Mhm.
so that's who I'm going with.
No love for Fitz, but that's all good.
Or
Well,
Rice.
this is not, he's not proficient as Terrell Owens was or Randy Moss. Randy Moss kept anything in
It's kind of unfair
the
to
area.
him being put up there with those three.
I
What's
also agree. I agree. Yeah, I can
was
give you
that?
that. It's
What was
kind
that,
of
Johnny?
disrespectful to put Fitz up there with Moss, Rice, and Owens in this. It's like,
He
well,
said Johnny's
Not
team
really.
was the Niners.
Fitz is going to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, the Niners. That's Johnny's team all day. But Fitz is going to be a Hall of Famer, guys. Do we disagree on that? That Fitz
No,
is
nope,
gonna be
I
a Hall of
agree.
Famer?
Patrick
I
will
agree.
be, yeah, he'll have his own little wing in there.
In fact, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And,
Yeah, I
and
bet
that's
Fitzpatrick will be.
the only person who should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer on that list that wasn't was Owens.
Yeah. Brady is always a wonderful choice, says Tapasio. The real original GOAT, Joe Montana. I agree with that. Awesome. Barry Sanders, Rice, Gonzalez, and the 90s Dallas O-line. And Fitzgerald. Ooh. And it's rumored that Sean Kemp had kids in other countries, too. Well, I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Like
Wow.
Canada and Mexico, or did he go all the way across the
Let's-
pond?
You don't want to start opening that borders, okay? Like, all right.
Let's spend time in Puerto Rico and Panama too.
All right, guys.
Get all of that from here.
I think we got enough time since we got enough people here for a good old version of the goulash.
Stupid Bucks fans say.
Which I use the stupid fat things Bucks fans say in order to do it because I don't have updated commercial. I'm trying to have a good show here.
I'm so confused.
I am too.
Should I just hold on? Should I just like do it out there?
I like that one
Made
better.
more sense.
That one
I
made
like
more
that
sense.
one better.
Okay, I guess
Oh,
we
yeah.
listen. I haven't even checked those, so I'm gonna check this one thing. Yeah.
I like the other one better.
Yeah, so we all agree. I guess we're not going to do this. No more of that one. That one is retired now.
Why? What is that blue thing?
What, this?
That was a very
Oh,
That's
sorry.
the cat.
You mean this thing.
Is it a pickle?
It's Pickle Rick's half the brother.
I thought it was Pickle Man Blue Group. Pickle Blue Man Group. Pickle. Yeah, anyway.
I'm not even attempting that because neither one of you have had much success.
Or is that what Viagra looks like after you swallow it?
Oh, we have a winner.
That's what Viagra would look like if they actually redid Osmosis Jones into a good movie.
Yes.
Osmosis.
Come on, man. I
Jones.
loved Osmosis Jones.
Oh,
I
don't
thought
even
that
get me
was
started.
cool.
Listen,
I like
this
that.
is the goulash.
Far out.
We start off the goulash. with
Smoke
this
them if
one.
you got them, bro.
Oh, there's that.
Nice.
As much as
Nice.
I listen, I'm gonna get hate for it, but just because I love him now doesn't mean that we can't, Spygate and D Ford. Bucks defense, that's a good one. I like that. The Tuck rule. Eli Manning.
Off of there.
Pats defense. Falcons choked. Malcolm Butler. Eli Manning.
Oh, the haters.
Nick
Yo,
Foles.
the ones that don't have rings got the oddball stuff on. Where
Nice. Yeah, I got Nick Foles on there, Eli Manning twice. There's some haters out there that put this together.
Guys, see, look what you did. Now you got Christopher Cole being like, how many Olympic teams you can't play on when they were overseas? Like, come on. Come on.
they had the
Yeah.
Pan Am Games and he had the Olympics.
Man, there's just so many jokes, and I can't, okay? You're going to get
I'm
me
sorry,
fired
but
again.
I love the fact that Bucks defense is up there. I don't know.
I
who
know,
did
right?
this.
I just wanted to throw this in there. This one's kind of hard to see, but NFL fans who drink the most. So just to give you
Bengals?
guys a heads up, the average drinks per game is 5.2 for the Bengals. We are sitting at number 13 at 3.8. Average spent per game is $45,000. 45. Wait. Oh no, sorry. The average person. Yeah, sorry. The average person spends $45.43 at a Buccaneers game for drinks.
Man, Buck fans, step your game up.
Look at the bottom, though, okay? Look at the bottom. Go to the bottom. Start to see the averages there, okay? You got the Patriots still at like $47 per average person.
That's because they're hammered when they get there, though.
Right.
Well, but the
only
price
good
of
for
that.
Why Cleveland isn't at the top?
Well, they're close. They're 8th.
No, he's
I'm
right.
trying
They're
to look.
charging more. They're drinking less, but they're charging more.
Now we got to go.
Yeah, this seems like a list of how many owners are really ripping off fans with the alcohol price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I look at the LA Rams there. Look at the Buffalo Bills. Though the Bills actually ain't that bad when you average it out. But look at the LA Rams. Where was the other one I saw in comparison? Look at the Patriots. And now you get down to the Raiders. You get down to the Cardinals. The Giants are still overpaying. Like, that's just a little ridiculous, guys.
Yeah,
Buffalo
that's
should
great.
be number one, dude. Come on.
Buffalo should.
Buffalo
be.
should be number
I
one.
have to point out, and I'm sorry, but there was a former miscreant Canadian that was always worried about prices and games and stuff. And,
Yeah.
and who brings back pricing again? Another Canadian.
They're
Yeah.
frugal.
Did you honestly just bring up that sack of in my show?
Did you say Regina? Did you say Regina, Johnny Dean?
Did you honestly bring up like the Alabama, West Virginia part of Canada?
Oh
Oh my god!
I got blisters on me fingers.
I got frostbite on me toes because I didn't know. I thought I was in Tampa. Oh my god! Why you got to do that to me, bro?
Harrison was just right there. It was right in my face. I couldn't help it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank
Right in
you.
your face. Clip that.
Thank you.
Clip that.
Thank
By
you,
the way,
Johnny.
get back
Boing.
into this. Boing. Harry trying to catch the letters from the sky instead of just getting one from the floor is why he isn't in Ravenclaw, by the way.
Oh, wait. Are they talking about Harry the Greek?
Oh. That's what I thought it was.
Put it back up. I can't see it. There you go. Harry trying to catch the letters from the sky instead of getting. Oh, yeah.
Now, this one is specifically for my fiance. She actually refused to see this picture, but like it is way too good. She's staring at me right now. I just have to check. So that's it. After 4 years, you trade me for a minor leaguer and you let me find out on Twitter. So long. Good luck. I don't recall saying good luck. Okay. Bye. Anybody who doesn't know that reference, they literally traded him for, can I get a used McDonald's cup?
Recycling is good.
Emphasis on the used.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of used, Aaron Rodgers' rings breakdown.
Choked 15-1. Colin
Kaepernick beat Caleb Haney in the NFC Championship. Okay, by the way. Kevin King destroyed by the 49ers, destroyed by the Falcons, outplayed by Carson Palmer, choked by the Seahawks. Home loss versus 49ers. Just figured since we threw this one up, it would only be good because I know everyone at Bucks Report and Bucks Nation hates
the linebacker who led.
Go take a look.
This
one, by the way.
Play?
Josh Allen finishes second in MVP voting and almost makes it to the Super Bowl. Madden NFL 22. Best I can do is an 88 overall.
Yeah, that was monkey.
That's because I got to keep it on the shelf and and store it and whatever. And
I know I'm a little late to the show. I apologize for that, but you guys have not discussed those Madden ratings and how.
Oh, we did.
We already did.
You were late.
Yeah, sorry, brother. Oh, I know. You figure for the northern teams during the winter, the beers sales would be outrageous, by the way. And don't some of the stadiums stop selling beer after third quarter? I think that's true. Yeah.
I think so. Some do, yeah.
Christopher Cole taking ownership for his post. I love you, buddy. Whatever happened to that other Canadian? Oh, why?
Why'd you bring that up?
Why? You mean Alex, my co-host? Hey, I love Alex, man.
No,
what do you think? Yeah, what do you think we used to make the goulash?
Oh,
yeah. We make it.
A horrible thought, man.
Yeah. Do you think the goulash smells good? No. There's a reason we call it the goulash because it rhymes with Winnipeg, Canada.
Hey! Just to make you feel good, Andrew, I'm gonna help you out real quick. I got this for Johnny. Johnny, this is for you.
You know what, Fred Moore? Thank you for this. I got a beef to pick with you, Steven. This Canadian that we're talking about here back in the day, I remember him being like, Steven Glasker is literally giving me 2 tickets. Do you want to go see a Tampa Bay game with me? And I'm like, what? That'd be dope, dude. Yeah, why not? And he's like, yeah, Steven loves me, and he's like my friend. And I'm going to get 2 tickets from him. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. And then, dude, for like 3 straight weeks, it was like, are you going to plan this trip with me?
Are you serious?
Steven has the tickets for me.
I feel like Taylor Swift is going to write a song about this.
Okay, let me get close to the camera. Oh, hold on a second. He was lying.
I know. And deep down, I was like, listen, if he wasn't lying, you chose that Canadian over me, Steven. You got some problems.
No, I don't know where he got. I only have 2 tickets. I only have 2 season tickets. Why would I give him both?
That's what I thought too.
I don't understand.
Hey, let's be honest. He's not Canadian. He's from Greenland. He just walked over.
All right, just to get these done, because I do have to wrap this up here quick. So I can go kick that Canadian's ass, by the way. Well, here's your warning to not turn on ESPN for another week.
I heard they had a good practice. Let's not hate on them too much.
Aw, really great practice. Sorry.
I heard that he needs a haircut. God, I sound like my grandfather, but he needs a haircut. That kid doesn't look right.
By the way, Johnny gave me this cup, yo.
That's awesome. By the way.
Well, Johnny's team is the Niners, though, not the Cowboys.
No. He's a pretend. He loves the Niners, but he's a pretend Cowboy.
Am I the only one waiting for Trevor Lawrence to get that blind side hit that he has no idea is coming?
I love Niners.
I want to see it.
I love Niners too.
Where he gets folded into like a.
I love Niners too, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just 20 off, buddy. Hey. Hey. Anyway, this is really the dude who had the Packers front office in shambles, by the way.
He looks like a homeless guy. Cool. It looks like a homeless guy got in a golf cart.
Golf cart's got some tricks to it.
Upgrade Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. I said, fucking back.
That's their entire thought process,
Man, this is the most laughter I've ever gotten since my pants got pulled out in grade 9.
That's what she said.
What?
Ooh.
No, dude, this is 2021. Now we're gonna have to delete this show too. Great, thanks, buddy. Every Olympic event.
You got Cosby.
Would you like some Jello pudding?
Apparently, I'm on a roll tonight.
In the pop, and you put your lips on the pudding pop.
Every Olympic event should include one average person competing for reference.
Andrew,
Just
Andrew, you're leaving something very important out of the goulash.
That you have 9 kids.
Andrew, I want to see your profile picture up here, or your home screen picture up here, man.
Yeah.
This one?
Oh boy, that
bicycle
is
picture.
so.
Hey, where's that sound effect that goes boing?
I don't have a soundboard yet, boss. I'm sorry.
Well, then make it.
I'll do it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you should put that picture back up on screen and then use your Christopher Walken voice to seduce us.
Hi.
Dude,
Welcome
to
my OnlyFans. Hey, you want to talk over this mouth? You can talk over these legs. Damn. I wear B-, thank you.
So I'm so.
He's talking about tacos.
Is it possible? Is it possible to poke out your mind's eye? I'm just wondering.
You can poke out some kind of mind's eye, that's for sure.
Hey, but be careful of the 11th finger. Hey, Andrew.
Hi.
Do they have Taco Bells up there in Canada?
Well, yeah, my exes usually are on the corners, so. Oh, was that not good? Oh, fine. Yeah, we have Taco Bells up here. They're laced with KFC and Burger King and all that. It's like 4 stores in one.
Make a run for the border is a whole different meaning up there.
We're also going to need an explanation on why 2,000 yards and 17 TDs isn't good enough for a 99 overall.
That's true. That's true.
And speaking of this one, this is the one that closes it out. If she starts drawing shapes around your nips after sex, just get up and leave because a stupid-ass question is approaching.
Oh, do you love me? Do you still respect me?
No. The favorite one is, what are you thinking right now?
Or do you know what you did in my dream last night?
Oh, I get that one a lot. Do you know who you were having sex with? All right, guys.
No.
And I'm like, no, please tell me.
No, please.
With detail.
I want all the detail. All right, this has been another edition of... Nope, not that one.
Blue Band. Did you guys notice that when it was a little dark that the blue guy had like liver spots or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call that liver spots. We were just talking Eazy-E earlier. So, and with that being said,
don't pick
your scabs, guys. That's why we had a staph infection in like 2016 or whatever it was for our Bucks. Okay, we almost had to forfeit that game. Do you guys remember that? No one remembers. All right, guys. I would love to get all of your guys's,
Merry Christmas.
Tell me where you guys are from, but like I know exactly where to find you guys. Most of the people in the comment section know where to find you guys. And as you can hear from behind me, that is my pretty lady being like, "Hurry the hell up!" No, just kidding. She loves me deep down.
I come from the water.
She wouldn't say that, but the sounds that are currently being made behind me are like a very nice, like, hey, shut up and let's go. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys.
Damn it. I got things to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to end the show with all you guys here. We got there it is, an hour and 45 into. Oh, I guess everyone's just going to leave. Fine, just leave. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I don't care.
I just wanted to let you know, you'll find Johnny taking care of his 9 kids. That's where you'll find him.
Half of them are already taking care of him.
Oh, he got ahead of the game. He's a smart man. All right. Just like all the men and women here at Bucks Report, you're all very, very smart. And I appreciate having every single one of you on every weekend with me. So to you guys and ladies and all the fans out there, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to get out of here and I will see you all next weekend. Remember to follow me and everybody here on all the social media platforms that they are on. And get ready for some fantasy football action this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to help you win some money. All right. Goodness. Later. Take care now.
Guys.
Bye-bye, Ben.
Good night.
T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.